Happy Friday! Welcome to number 4 of Best of Italy. We are getting closer. This trip is coming up nice and quick here. This week we're going to talk about cell phones, electronic devices, and Google Translate. These are all parts of our trip that are going to be very important. I hope that you all are going to be bringing your cell phones along, at least one per couple at least. I think there's some really great items in a cell phone that make traveling just a little bit easier. Obviously, the use of the camera right there is, one of the greatest inventions of the cell phone is to not have to have a second camera. A lot of people do have their DSL along, but the idea of the cell phone being our computer, our camera, and in this case, a translator. So with the use of a cell phone, the first thing that you want to do is understand if you're going to be taking it off of airplane mode and actually using it for some of its different features as well. Please contact your carrier and identify with them that you will be leaving the country and you're looking to have the international option put on your phone. Most of them, it is a 24-hour time period and they charge you $10 for each 24-hour period that you're accessing a tower over in Europe in this case. They will offer you like plans that are like monthly. Obviously, you're not looking for that. You're looking for something that's just an as-needed daily option. If you have your phone on, then they'll charge you. If you go a couple of days that you don't turn your phone off of airplane mode and you're using strictly Wi-Fi, then you won't be getting charged for that. After they do put that on your plan, please make sure that your phone is also initiated because there's a setting in phones to allow it for that international option as well. Electronic devices. If anybody's going to be bringing an iPad or a laptop or any other sort of electronic device that they're going to be using for the trip, please just make sure that you check the capacity, the voltage capacity of it, and understand whether you need that adapter or converter, as we had talked about in a previous issue here. So great to bring along if there's something that you feel that you're going to use throughout the trip and it's going to add to the experience, then by all means do bring it. We will have times where our bags and stuff are left unattended in the room. So just be mindful if you're leaving a laptop or an iPad or something like that. You don't want to leave things that are valuable. So just consider that. I'm going to touch on Wi-Fi a little bit here further. With our cellular devices, as I indicated, we can leave them on airplane mode, and then we can always just initiate into any of the local Wi-Fis, whether it be at a restaurant or a bar, the hotels we're staying at. Some of the buses many times have a Wi-Fi connection. In those situations, you will not need to have your data on if you don't wish to, because obviously your phone will work in all of its capacity under Wi-Fi. In Italy, they also have an app, which I have listed here for you, Wi-Fi Italia, that does allow you to connect to some of the different hotspots in the different towns and cities and the touristy areas, again, to use the Wi-Fi option for your phones. The last area that I want to talk about in this section is Google Translate. What an amazing product. I also have a link here. You can click the Google Translate button and that will bring you directly to it. This is something that can be used whether you have an Android phone or a Apple operating system. It works on all phones. The coolest thing about this is you literally can take this and you can talk into it and it will translate into Italian, and you can either play it or you can show it to the person you're trying to communicate with so that they understand exactly what you're trying to communicate with them. Vice versa, you can then hit record as they talk and it'll translate it into English. So this is the next wave. No more books where you have to look up the words and how to say it. This really does it for you. The other part of this Google Translate that I love is you can take it and you can, with the camera over your menu or a sign, if we're at, say, the Colosseum and it's in Italian, it will translate those words into English for you. Amazing for travel. I mean, this is leaps and bounds beyond what we've had years ago. And you don't need to have that personal translator. You actually have your own personal translator with you. So way cool. Something I want you guys to look into. especially the parts of our trip where we're maybe doing a little bit more independent travel, this will give you that confidence that you just don't even have to worry about what if I have to communicate in Italian. Looking at our itinerary, we're on day 4. We will be leaving Venice today, and we will be taking motor coach, going over to the Romagna region, and this is going to be the better part of our day. We're going to do a stop in the Po Delta. So Po is the name of the river that goes across the northern part of Italy, really transects the whole top of the country. We're going to be going over to the part where the freshwater meets the sea. That is the Po Delta. We'll be doing a pontoon ride there, endless wildlife. I even hear there's flamingos there. I'm excited to see a flamingo in Italy. Who would have thought? After we get done with that, then we will be finalizing our day travel and ending at our new accommodations for the next 3 days, which is the Borgo Conde Wine Resort. And there we will be having dinner. So exciting day 4. We'll be together that whole day. No independent travel really during that point. But nonetheless, we'll be seeing some absolutely beautiful countryside in the great country of Italy. So questions. I had one striking question that came through this week that I wanted to make sure that I pointed out and shared with you. Yes, we're going to go there. We're going to talk bathroom again. This is the second time. We're only on issue 4. So other than having that euro in your pocket to pay in a public restroom, you also need to have something else in your other pocket, potentially some toilet paper, tissue, wet wipes. You'll want to have something. It is very common in Europe, and Italy is not an exception, that there will not be toilet paper available for our use. So please always have something with you and be prepared for that. The other thing that was also a little surprising is apparently toilet seats are not a common thing. It is going to be not uncommon to walk into a restroom and there will not be a toilet seat on that toilet. And to take it one step further, these are very old buildings, and some of them don't even have toilets. They have that squat toilet where you stand. So something to just kind of keep in the back of your mind as we're going through these beautiful old towns and historically old buildings that weren't designed to have plumbing. We might encounter quite a few different things. So with that, I wish you guys all a beautiful weekend and a wonderful week, and I look forward to talking with you guys next week. Ciao!